Alright, welcome to this tutorial. We're going to go over C's model for online notes. This is my model that I've been using for online notes now since about 2002-2003. So for almost the better part of 10 years, in nearly all of my online classes covering topics from science to math to social studies to education and instructional design. It's a fairly simple model. It's really good for online classes where the textbook is digital or the content is provided to you by the teacher in a digital format, although you could apply it to a regular physical textbook that you had to use in your course. It is really truly applicable to those courses where the text can be found in a digital format or the materials are provided to you in a digital format. With that being said, what we're going to do today is I'm going to go over how to take notes in an online course for your advantage. In most cases, online courses offer you online open note, open book tests, unless they're otherwise specified in the form of a proctored examination. These notes are awesome for those tests. When it comes to the tests that you have to take that are proctored, these notes are also awesome for those tests as well, and I'll show you how when we get to that point. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go through C's model, and we're going to figure out how to take notes from an online text for our advantage. Now, this is the 21st century. We should be taking notes in a 21st century format, i.e. using technology for our benefit. The days of using a notebook for your notes aren't totally gone, but you will see that more and more technology is coming out geared towards advanced modern note-taking abilities or capabilities for that matter. So what we're going to do today is we're going to just move the notebook aside, the pen and the piece of paper, and we're going to focus in on what we can do in an online class where basically you're guiding yourself through instructional materials, whether they be that course text or they be materials provided to you by your instructor. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at C's model. What we have before us on the left-hand side over here is an example of what we're going to use as a course material provided by an instructor, and then on the right here is a Google Doc that we have set up that we're going to go ahead and use for the sake of taking notes. I'm going to preface this with the following. I'm using Google Docs over here because Google Docs are a 21st century tool. It's a free piece of technology that you can utilize for word processing. It's all tied to a Google Drive that you have access to anywhere there's an internet connection, and that all is a part of cloud computing. If you start working in the cloud now, you will be fine later on, and it's awesome to have all this stuff out there. The cool thing too about Google Docs, not only apart from it being free, but the really cool thing is that you can save it in many different file formats. So you can work on something on your Google Drive and then save it to a PDF or a Word document or an open office document, later on if you want to work on a different device or if you have to work on a different device. But for the tutorial, we're going to use Google Docs to do the notes, and I'll show you a little bit about how to use Google Docs in this sense for this model of taking notes in the 21st century. So that'll do it. This is just an introduction. The next video, we're going to go over the method and a little bit about the method and how it works, and then we'll proceed from there. So go ahead and proceed on to the second video. Thank you so much.